Okay, good morning, good afternoon, all good evening, wherever you are. This is Skeptical Baby, back with hopefully another Imperator Rome series on the migratory tribes. So last time we did a migratory tribe showing that you could migrate very simply and convert to Judaism. So Judaism is great for getting the stability deities or prophets, and that helps you out as a migratory tribe because that is the most important resource for a migratory tribe. But this time, I'm going to do something different. That was a playthrough, semi playthrough. I didn't play it all the way through with Xanthia because I was trying to jump to Parthian monarchy just to show you how it could be done, and unfortunately the file got corrupted. But I didn't plan to play it all the way through because the Morians are OP, and so that it would go all the way through. So, but I realized that a lot of people might be interested in migratory tribes in order to get certain achievements. So we're going to take a look at strategy for doing the Vandal achievement. It's probably harder now that Rome is a beast and will spread very quickly and fast. So you probably want to take on the Romans and sack their city early. So let's just get started. So in order to do that, we have to choose a migratory tribe that is from the Vandal culture group. So you can see here, there's Vandal. And there's only two, Lugia and Skyria. So we want to pick one of them. So let's take a look. So first take a look at their leaders. So this guy, Tuo Momund Hildgenes, he's 9787, so he's pretty good. Kind of would like not to have to pick him, so just so I don't have to say his name. But the other guy is HR, right? I don't even know how you are supposed to pronounce that. Is the H silent or is the R silent? So we're just going to call him Ramgas Makolis. He's 10935, so he's actually worse than the other guy. And if you take a look, they've got 7 territories and 19 pops, whereas the Skiri here have 6 territories and 18 pops. So I have 1 less pop, 1 less territory, but that's not a big deal. However, what I found is, especially with these guys, is your gold is going to be short, and your ability to wage war is going to be slow. And I found that I like to play with the Skiri simply because they have, I believe, the province. They have a couple of pops or territories in different provinces, so you can release clients to have them fight with you. You can make allies, of course, but because you have such a low number of pops, one, you want to unite the Vandals, and two, you probably want to take over a couple countries before you start the migration. Now, I've done it before where you can just take over the Vandal country and then just migrate, but that's a tough way to play. But we'll go with this guy. He's better, 9787, than this guy at 10935. Talked before about how zeal is probably more important because it adds to stability regeneration. So let's go with him. So we'll go Iron Man mode, Skyria, and Iron. So we only have 18 pops. So for a migratory horde, it's probably tough. It's doable. But you can see here we've got 2 extra provinces. Now the Rugia have 1, so that's not bad. But if let's check our diplomacy stance. So we've got 2 slots. We can release both of those clients and then take on Lugia, and then take on Basarnia here. Or alternatively, we could try to ally some of these other tribes here. So if we take a look at the culture, we zoom out, you can see Gothonic. So, there's no Vandal pops really outside of your realm. So going and trying to conquer these territories kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. So, these Vandals, it was a collection of tribes. If we absorb somebody else, then it's pretty good. So I think we'll go after the Lugia with our clients, and then once we do that, we can turn and hopefully take Bastardia, because they have 26 pops, and it'd be good to kind of bring those with us as we go. But we'll see how it goes. So first thing I want to do is I could call down Omen, but since my centralization is at 0, I want to change the law and get that moving down. Now, because I'm trying to return to being a monarchy, I kind of want to go down slowly in terms of centralization so that I can go back up. Excuse me. So the next, if we take a look at our deities, we got the no cost of daily war cost, which is fantastic. Base food capacity, provincial loyalty will probably gain, and monthly war exhaustion. So one good thing about starting with the Styria as opposed to the Lugia is the mission. You get the matter of Venetia, and Venetia is this region here, which includes both countries. If you choose the Lugia, you get the matter of Germania. So you don't get a claim on any territories in Venetia. So this is an automatic go. So now I get a claim on Rugia, Laconia, and Elysia. So let's take a look and see where those are. So Elysia is there, Laconia is here, and there's most of Elysia, and Laconia, and I think it was Styria, and Rugia, okay, so which is up here. It's not bad. So there are no cities around, but you get a claim on this area, so you can go to war and take those pops as well. But like I said, we need to get moving pretty fast because the Romans will get strong very quickly, and you don't want to waste your time with trying to get pops out of here. There's no point. I mean, there's 3 pops, 2 pops. The territory's bad. It's in a harsh, frigid climate. So, okay. So now we're going to get a claim on Lugia in a year. So we want to prepare for that. So we want to take a look at Omen. We don't need the Costas Belly war cost. The monthly war exhaustion could be good, or the role of popularity gain. So we'll go with the war exhaustion. We don't know if we'll get much, but just in case. Okay. So the law like I said, you want to try to go down slowly. One thing, you want to get to local dynasties so you can get the stability change going back up. And you want to be careful with your PI. You want to keep that. So passing 2 laws to go down 0.05 is okay. But it would be better to go down by 10% and increase our own power. So, or 0.10, sorry. So we'll do that. Now that we're there, we got 65. We're going to need stability. We might as well do the divine sacrifice. But since we're going to fight, we'll do these ideas and do the divine sacrifice later. Trade goods. Once again, so we're going to be fighting pretty fast. So let's go and get leather, which gives us, let's see, light infantry defense plus 10. Okay. So like I said, we're going to release these guys as clients. They don't have a lot of pops. It doesn't matter. We're not making a lot of trade from them. So we're going to suck in any of the slaves or freemen from these areas. So Folia is one. So there we go. Let's see, this is Navalorum is another. So we want to leave one person there. And then Brigare is another. Okay, so we suck them all in. Right now, we're at 6 territories. And so we'll release these guys as clients. Theoretically, we can reabsorb them or do whatever. So now we're in here. We're not going to have a large levy. They're not going to have large levies, but hopefully we can take them all. So that's done, and we'll give it a go. So it says to maintain a benevolent image. No, we want the war score, so we're not going to do that. So if we're able to get our gold up over 100, then it may be a good idea to, we're going to accept all trades to hire a merc. Yeah, it'll take down gold. We need gold to move pops. But if we can get territory, that would be better. And we just don't want to lose the war. So if we take a look, let's see, they didn't ally anyone. What I found in the latest patch is that the tribes are less likely to ally each other or enter defensive leagues early. So it gives you an advantage. Oh, so he gets more zeal. That's why the gods. Oh, so I get more zeal for 60 months. That is great. That helps with my stability. So you can see we've got 100 gold. We're at 2.64. We can look at a merc. They're super cheap here. So you can see here. So this guy, he's at 2K and he's at 14, and he only costs 196 a month. And this guy's the same. This guy's 271 with 3K. So he's in Sergium. This guy's in Galinda Occidentalis. So we're going to hire him. Let's wait, get a little bit of buffer, because we're going to lose gold when we raise the levy. But it should be enough. Alright, so Venetium must belong to Scyria. So let's go ahead and hire him. This guy over here. Well, we'll hire the local guy. He's just as close, and that'll prevent our opponent from doing the same. We go back, his regeneration is going to take a while, so we gain Merciful. You can see here now we're only making 0.84 a month, which is fine. And let's wait to the end of the month. We're in January. Now we'll raise the levy. So you can see the base TAC went down 0.16. Not a big deal. And we're ready to go. So now, still doesn't have an ally. Our vassals are disloyal. We can see why. Let's see. So here we can turn tributes down. See if that does anything. Let's see how does it work. So put them to 95. Their loyalty is still 0, and that's because they're almost as strong as we are. Not a big deal. They're still giving us money. You can see here, they're giving us 111 a month. So they allowed us to hire mercs. So we're going to declare war, even without that. So Elysia is there. It's just one spot, so it's easy to take. So we're going to do that and declare war. So now we're marching, and our guys, these guys move fast because they're just horsemen, so that could be a problem in case, you know, they could get wiped out easily. So they want to receive food, money, but we need that money. So we're going to have our mercenaries go, and this up to 5k stack is going to stay. So you can see here, he's got a 10 guy, so he's very powerful, and he's hired mercs as well. And so because he's hired mercs, we're going to send our mercs to deal with them right away. So, and we'll keep our guys on the fort. They'll lose food, but it'll maintain just the siege status. So we'll keep chasing this merc band around, see if we can sack wipe them. Just because if they stick around, then it's just bad for us. So we can't move here because of the fort. So we'll go back to the fort, siege it. So all this while I'm getting the ticket war score. So my guy, he's a 9, so he's pretty good. He could probably beat the this 1.6 stack. He's got 1.4, but you know, it's better not to chance it in these early going. And I can't move to that territory anyway. They'll regenerate their health or their morale there, and let them do it. So you can see here, I'm at 0.6. And keep in mind, probably want to keep these mercs around to take on Bastarnia. So he's decided to go into my territory now. He can kill Pops, but it's more important to win the war. And so let's see. In this case, I need gold, so we're gonna go with the gold guy. Now I'm losing food, and that means I'll lose men, which is not good when you're such a low population, but it's nothing you can do. So they want us to get a festival, lose gold, but gain opinion with our clients. So let's do that. Because it takes gold to improve opinion, we don't want to do that. So now our opinion's at 95, but their power relative to us is still high. So now we've taken their land, and they're at 99. We can end the war. So we'll take both territories. Now, because they're our culture, we will take all of them in, because they'll give us characters, which could be potential warriors. And now we'll go and rest in our capital and disband our levies before we take on Bastarnia. So The clients don't. They're not. They're not too. And one thing, it allows the mercenaries to regenerate while we wait. And Bastarnia, they probably haven't formed. They do have an alliance with Simonia, so it'd be good to get our clients going. Now, you can see here, if we try to get both on, that little guy, he was able to raise merc, so these guys can definitely raise mercs. And so not having an ally kind of hurts us. Now what we could do is release the client and try to ally somebody else. So we can see who, if anyone, is close. So nope, nobody really wants to ally with us. And Simonia, they're pretty tough. So at this point, we'll disband the mercs, and we can actually move out and migrate from here. So the loyalty is still at 0. So they got one pop, but they think they're stronger than us. So we'll disband it. And we've got a fort here we don't need. So we'll get rid of that fort. And now we've got all these Vandal pops. Let's see what our pop situation looks like. We're at 32. So that would be, 32 units of migrants. And that's good enough. So this guy has 1. We need to do the same situation we did last time we did this and stop slave promotion in all of the home province territories. So I found it's not, you can stay around here, try to get pops, blah, blah, blah. It's not convenient to stay around. There's not enough pops to justify conquering these places. We got extra territory, so we'll enable that trade. It's got 1 pop, so who cares? So now our gold is back up to 256, 258. And so we want to move pops into Laconia, our capital. So we'll start with the slaves, if we have any. So that's 2. And now move 2 from Yaida. Try to get all these down to 1 pop in the territory, so that it can demote into a slave. So that's got 1, 1, 1. We can get this down to 1. Yeah. So it's very interesting. Historically, they decided that we'll have a Vandal conquest going on. So how awful, we shall take good care of him. In this case, stability is always nice, but we'll take the gold. So that we have 22 pops here, we can create our first migratory unit. You can see our thing dropped, so let us perform a divine sacrifice. So I wonder why they decided to put in the Vandal conquest, but not the Gothic one. Neither of them occurred during the time period that the game extends for. So it's just rather interesting they chose the Vandal and not the Gothic. So, I mean, the Gothic was much more influential. They actually sacked Rome before the Vandals did. But there must be some reason they decided to do that. So, We want to trade. The only things available are woad and livestock. We already have 2 woad, so we'll go with livestock. So unfortunately, we lost our vegetable surplus. So moving slaves are going to be expensive again. So we might as well move tribesmen, and we might as well clear land if we can. Yeah, we'll clear land. Right. So, and now we wait so that guy get moved. So this guy is freeman, citizen, freeman, citizen, freeman. So take a look at this freeman. When will he demote? He's actually getting promoted, which sucks, but it is what it is. Let's turn on social mobility. And he'll promote faster. You can see the demotion is now to a freeman, so that kind of sucks. So with these getting demoted, he's getting demoted in February, and he's getting demoted to a freeman, so we'll wait for February. Yeah. So it'd be nice if they added the Gothic sack thing. You know, maybe the Goths have to sack Rome and someplace in, you know, the Eastern Balkans to represent the sack of Hadrianople. But that'll be seen. So no promotion or demotion with Thuringia for some reason. So now he's getting demoted January 456. There's a slave there, so he can be moved. Yep. So you can see we slowly lose our resources. Doesn't matter. So right now we're not trying to really centralize. So we're going to let things proceed naturally. And this guy, he lost a lot of loyalty, unfortunately. But as soon as we become one territory, you don't have to worry about revolts. We can see our centralization has gone down about to 5.8. It's moving pretty fast because we're at 0.10. So I want to get through getting the Migratory. We could actually take on Bastarnia now. We have enough troops, and our clients are loyal because we got this 10k stack. But I mean, that'll just keep us here longer, and we'd also have to gain more gold. So we could do that. We'll just have to wait. I'd rather wait, pull all these guys in. I could be a one city state and still take them on. One thing to think about is, like, where do we want to go? So Rome is doing their expansion thing. They're very serious. We want to get close there, close to Rome, to sack the city. So the achievements, unfortunately, I've already got it. There's a lot I haven't got, but I already got this one. Let's see. True Vandal, right? So we have to own any region in Africa and own Rome. Now, to me, it's a hard achievement because you got to own them at the same time. So it's not just a case that you can just sack Rome and then own a region in Africa. If it were, that would be easy, but that's not the case. So we have to own a region. We have to be in the region of Mauritania, Numidia, Africa, or Cyrenaica. I think they changed this. This was any owned territory is in the region. So that doesn't read like own. I thought it was you had to own a province. So this has actually made this easier because we can own a territory in Africa and then own Rome. So I think that I'll end the episode here, and when we come back, we can talk about what's a good strategy to accomplish this. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day.